What's up, guys? Greg from Tabletop Nights. We've got a big Kickstarter unboxing today. Arena the contest from Dragori Games. 1 to 8 players, PvP, TVT, one against the game. Can't wait to have a look at Arena the contest. All right, so let's take a look at what's in the core contents box. So I'm really excited about this. Designed by Alexandre Aboud, Clayton Mercado, and Danilo Alcantara. See? I'm so worldly. Dragori Games. On the back, pretty hot looking box there. There's lots of content. Talks about all the dice, different bits and pieces. Made in China by Long Pack Games, hence why we got it here early in Australia. Because stuff out of China gets shipped here really early. Contains a huge dragon, 11 villains. I've been really looking forward to this one. It's got different modes of play, co-op PvP against the game itself. Got a bit of a ripple there where the covers come away from the box. I'm not too concerned about that. The front's really nice. It's got that beautiful overprint there. Right, what do we got here? Arena Evolution. So it looks like that's another type of game in the same universe, but I don't know. A quick start guide. We love a quick start guide, which helps you get into the game and then start going to the rulebook as you need to do. So I think that's really good. So that's... what's that? That's 6 pages there. Lots of good examples. I like the diagrams, explanatory stuff. Starting a PvP match, the foes reading a hero pad. Very good. Quest guide. That's a lovely looking volume there. Wow, really clear, really nice print. There's nothing about it that's a bit foggy and fuzzy. So, you know, some of them have that sort of almost a blurry type of print. That could just be my eyes, but if I'm thinking about like Last Night on Earth, where it's kind of a bit crammed in and you go, oh, it's a bit hard to see. Great artwork. I've actually got the artwork book for this, so I'll show you that as well. 39 pages in the quest guide. I love these little orbs. They look fantastic. Can't wait to see the actual plastics in here. All right. Now, there's heaps to get through, so I'm going to be a bit rushed. A campaign tome, so there is a whole campaign mode for this. Lots of detail. Looks a bit like I suppose, a D&D type book, which is, I suppose, what you'd expect. A campaign log there. I'm assuming you're allowed to photocopy that as many times as you like. 47 pages in the campaign tome. There's not one bit of artwork I haven't seen so far that I don't think is fantastic. The rule book. Here we go. This is the full baby. That's 39 pages again. Boss fights, missions, scrolls. That's great. Lots of really clear examples. Of course, I can't tell how good it is until I actually get into the reading. But the setup page, you've got to have a setup page and a components overview. Any game that doesn't have that, get out. Here's the player board. I'll put that aside for a second. So here's some punch boards. We have 4 of those. Obviously some room tiles there, some doors there. I do have the full 3D set, as I normally do. Punch that out. Nice thing, it's got sort of a trap on the back there. You can see that there. Very good. Like that. Stairs for different levels. What a great idea. Love multi-levels. We've got some walls here. Looks like some special magic places. More doors, but again, I've got the 3D set, so I can't wait to have a look at those. Heaps of colourful tokens. The artwork's really nice. It's pretty clear who is who. You don't go, oh, which one's that one? Okay, very good. So again, I have to go pretty quickly because there's so much content to get through. Well, look at that. Even the cover for the tray has a beautiful design on it. Not sure which is going to be the best camera for that, but I've got my faithful D-size battery there, so you can see what size things are. But if you check out that cover, that looks fantastic. It's got that Game Trays feel. It is a Game Trays bizzo, so good on your Game Trays for creating another fantastic piece of kit. Looks like these are hero boards. These are quite that thin sort of stuff, but it's going to sit nicely on your table. You don't need big chunky stuff unless it's got sort of inlays that you need to use. So it doesn't. I don't think that's the case here. And then you got some baddie boards, which are always good. Different conditions. I say if you're cursed, exposed, slowed, vulnerable, weakened. I love games like that where you've got to then consider, okay, how do I play it now because I've been hit by something. Some base tokens there. Cards. This could be a 4-hour video. I'm not sure how excited you guys are, but we probably won't do all the cards. But we have to look at some. Look at that dragon on the back there. These are quite thick. So they're quite sturdy, I would think. Lots of text on the back, so, you know, if you don't speak English as your main language, you'll probably need to find a foreign language version. And I don't know if those exist, sorry. But all the cards are numbered. It looks like it's all individual artwork. Oh, there's even a QR code there. Points you towards some answers on different pages, so that's clever. They're trying not to give you everything in one go. They are nice. All individual artwork. Beautiful. Really thick. I don't know what the GSM is for that, but they're certainly not little thin ones. I'm not going to open any more cards there. This dude, check out this guy. There you go, next to the D-size battery. So he's fairly substantial. I'd say these models are not as detailed as some, and I think the joins are pretty obvious. But still, he's a functional guy. You drop him on the floor, he's not going to bust and wreck your whole game. And it's nothing like a game piece that has a real presence on the board. Some of this other stuff, the sculpts are just really lovely. Again, not finely detailed. So they've gone for, I think, strength over and functionality over absolute beauty. But still, it's a beautiful design. You've got that little angel lady there. All different colours. Nice sort of pastel-y colours. They're not like the ultra bright sort of zombie-side stuff that we've seen before. So I'll just hold that there for a second so you can have a bit of a squeeze. So that's the top tray, which is great. The second tray has another. It's exactly the same cover, but again, that's a piece of art. It's almost like stained glass. You want to paint that and stick it up on your in front of your window. So there's another tray. So we've got some of the villain types in here. More cards, like there's heaps and heaps of cards in there. And then there's another tray underneath, for goodness sake, with the a few things have come out of place, but that's okay. Check out the orbs. Isn't it lovely? Sort of a snake over an orb there. A couple of D20. There's a round section here. Obviously, that's where the big monster dude goes. What's in here? Oh, look, there's a lovely little chest there. Really nice. I cannot wait to see this all set up. I'll try. Depends when I need to get this video out, but if I can, I'll try and set up a little piece of it so you can see what it looks like. Sort of standard D20, but they're not bad. They're not cheap and crappy. They're all printed quite nicely. There's a slight little blemish there, but they're good. Easy to read numbers. With my old eyes, I need really clear numbers. So there you go. I'm pretty impressed with the core box. You know, there's a heap of content in there. And the way this sort of slips back together is very clever. Around the big dude. Sorry about the noise, kids. Lots of card spaces. Looks like they're going to fit in pretty well. Sleeve, there's heaps of room there. Sorry about that. ACDC people are going, what's he doing? Sorry, but we can't be too finessey right now. That's a great core box. And even if you get the core box, it looks like there's heaps of content there that's going to keep you going for a very long time. Right, what are we going to look at next? Might look at some of these smaller boxes. And then we'll get back into the super exclusive expansions. And there's a Heroes and Dungeons box, which is kind of all that 3D terrain, things like that, which we love. Do you love 3D terrain? Oh, some of you don't. Okay, all right. Look, it's a bit of an overkill. It doesn't add a lot to the game other than aesthetics and, you know, that beautiful feel of a real dungeon. However, I found in Zombicide and things like that now with their door sets, it actually helps you see where the doors are. Obviously, they're standing up 3D, not just a token on the board. And you go, oh, I forgot that was closed. Really annoying. So this is the Henrik the Hydra. Oh, cool model. So this has got a few different models in here. We've got collectible exclusive miniature heroes. So sorry if you're only getting the retail version and you don't get the exclusive ones. Well, this is like those cup holders when you get your coffee and you can't get your coffee out. I'm not going to take out the little ones because I'm going to bust them if I rush it. But there's the Hydra. That's a pretty cool model. It's a little bit wobbly, so the base has warped a little bit, but a bit of hot water will fix that up. No problems whatsoever. Nice model. Again, you drop that on the floor, it's not going to snap its head off. That's, you know, solid stuff. So, that's Henrik the Hydra, or Hanorrak. So he's wearing a big parka. Sorry. What's next? Let's look at some of these little bits. I do have some other player boards here. Now, I don't know if these are the same as in the core box or different. I think one is exactly the same. And because I didn't show you the map before, I'll show you this one. Double-sided, of course. I like there's a snowscape there by the looks of it. It's a good size board because you feel if you're going into battle, I don't really like the skirmish boards that are too small, so you're forced into immediate pow. This gives you a chance for a bit of strategy. You can see wall markings on there, but you will have, if you're like me, you'll get the 3D walls as well. Flip that over carefully. Here's more of an inside one with lava pits and things and spiky walls. The artwork is really nice. It's not too shiny, so I can actually see, even with the studio lights, I can see right up the other end and I can make out the details. So that is very helpful. I'll leave that there for now because we can use that as our base. All right, here we've got some, here's a nice fluffy bag with the logo on it. Looks good. Oh, more D6s. Oh, sorry, D20s. So it looks like you can have different colors for your individual heroes, which is good. So you can have your own personalized dice. As you know, I hate passing the dice to other people. I'm just selfish that way. Very good. That's gone into the box, don't fret. Some sleeves here. Don't have a brand name. I assume they're going to be perfect for the cards. Put them away, so I'm not going to do that now. But there's a good couple of hundred sleeves there, which should cover everything that I've bought. Who's this? 500 faces. This is Harun the Shapeshifter. So I think there's a little Kickstarter exclusive again, or an extra one that they threw in late into the campaign. All right, I'll slice them all. Stop fretting. So in there we have another one of those little hero boards, which is, again, sandwiched between some other plastic there to keep it protected, which is really good. Individual cards. And then the little mini himself. Check him out. He's about to attack this D-sized battery here. Again, a nice amount of detail. It's the sort of thing you're not going to be meticulously painting. It's not that sort of citadel, really sharply defined pieces, but he fits nicely in the square on the board. And you can tell it's a different character. Even with the Batman Chronicles we've seen recently, which is an amazing game once you get your head around the rules, but a lot of the thugs, when it's just grey plastic on there, you can't tell who they are, so you have to paint them. You have to at least do some detail. Or paint the bases, something like that. Alright, there's another map board in here. Let's have a quick look. There's a stairwell there, so it goes down to a different level. Looks like this is a bit of open sort of tundra. On that side, nice boards, they're well crafted. There's no like lifting edges or bobbly bits there, as we saw before on the box. Again, look, nice little artwork details there with some skeletons hiding around. Very nice. That's quite pretty. I like that. Again, there's not so much sheen that you can't see the grid and other pieces like that. All right, let's go now to the Kickstarter exclusives. I'm doing this now so the people who didn't get this version don't log out because they might want to see the other bits. Again on the back, oh, Diablo. Trademark Diablos. I mean, Diablos are normally, what is it? Diavolo and Diavla. There's a dragon avatar, dragon avenger, imperial tiger. Shows you exactly what you're getting in the box, which is what you want to see. 4 character sheets, 17 cards, 6 tokens, 30 figures. So there's 26 villains in here. Look at that artwork on the top. Remember that guy in Legend? Or that guy in Thor Ragnarok? Kind of looks a bit like him. Nice. Dear friend, we'd like to thank you from the bottom of our hearts for believing in our dream. So this is from the team, the design team. That's nice. Look, you're not going to frame it, you're not going to put it up on your wall, but it's nice to have a thank you note from the people that you've supported. Makes you feel a bit special. All right, let's have a look at this big dude. Well, he's not bad. That's the Diablo character. Where is he there? Again, not bad. He's quite nicely detailed. He's got a little skull skirt there. We all love a skull skirt. You see them down Chapel Street in Melbourne. Tiger dude. So this tray here's got a few things again are out of place, but coming from China to Australia, you kind of expect that. It's good to see the yellows are the bright, vivid sort of colours. The heroes. Makes it really clear what's happening. Some more hero tokens there. I like this guy, Mr. Fantastic Four. Mr. Chickless there. Because we don't talk about the second Fantastic Four movie, do we? Don't ever talk about that again. Miles, what were you thinking? Whiplash was awesome. Fantastic Four was crikey. Even in Australia, we know when a film's rubbish. All right. Another hero board there. Again, so here's that Horus the Monk. That's really good. So that's just a top layer. No game tray cover there. Why not? Save a few bucks, I guess. I'm just going to see if there's anything under here. There is not. So that's a really fat insert just to fit the Diablo character. So they could have saved some money, I suppose, and put him in a small box and then did a skinnier version of this. But look, you're going to have so much content in the end, you're probably going to need at least 2 boxes to carry everything around in, so that's not bad. There's another little baggie there to keep you happy. So look, no complaints about that. Fairly standard fare, but it's good to have some special guys. Look at this guy with his shield there. He's not bad. Very good. All right. Look, everyone, I got it back in the same spot. And I'm even going to put the lid on. How impressive is that? All right, let's have a look at... I've actually been hanging out for this one. Heroes and Dungeons expansion box. We have 2 levers, 20 walls, 6 doors, 12 new heroes. So that's good. More replayability. This product is not a toy, right? This is serious, people. Anyone that says, oh, you're playing your board game, tell them it's not a toy. This is deep strategy. Again, 1 to 8 players, it says here. 14 plus 45 to 90 minutes. So with the PvP, you can actually play teams in this. Each people can control 1 hero if you want. I don't know how that works in terms of time, but I assume it's not going to make any difference. Unless you've got a bit of AP. Right. Artwork on this one. That's quite nice. You sort of got the rogue or thief here in the hallway. There's a big dude up here waiting around the corner. Really nice. They've actually spent time on this product, you can tell. And they had a good vision right from the start. Oh, it's another game tray. Look at this one. New design there. That's really good. There's the heroes. There's the boards here. We've got Morlog the Minotaur. Oh. They're good. I quite like these. The models remind me a little bit of Hero Quest. That kind of, but slightly more detailed than that. He's good. He's sort of floating in the air there. I like that. What else? Good. Nice straight sword there. I don't like too many bendy bits, and that's the good thing about this plastic is it's enough flex to not break, but it's not bendy. Excellent stuff. We've got another swag of cards there. It's probably about, I don't know, 50 odd. I could have looked at the back and told you exactly. Nice heroes. Heaps of stuff up the top there. Let's have a look underneath. Oh, okay. A few things out of whack. But that's a big chunky wall. That's a good 2 inches high there. We'll pop that there. So you can see the hero. Look, you can't even see the Minotaur behind it, really. That's a big wall. There you go. Beautiful doors. So you're probably going to want to paint those. Look, it's even got the big skull across the head there. Across the top. Nice. There's a smaller door. He's just bought that one at the hardware store. He's just taking that home. That's why it's not attached to anything. There's smaller walls. There's another one there. Let's pop that one there. Look at that. That's going to be fun. How good is that? You'll say, the kids will come and go, Dad, can we play with your walls? You go, no, this is not a toy. This is a serious game, kiddies. So it looks like there's at least 4 different types of walls there and 2 different types of doors. There's one of those. There's a lever. Of course, the lever wouldn't be up there because you wouldn't be able to reach it. Oh, yeah, the other one's in there. Wow. I like that. Look, that's going to be fun to set up on there. And because then, when you're casting a spell or whatever, you're not going, oh, I forgot there was a tile lying on the floor there. You can't physically shoot through the wall. So more of the same, please, everyone. Designers out there, always give us this option if you think the Kickstarter can get there. Look, it's not always necessary, but those of us that are sort of serious collectors, it's nice to have the option. All right, we're getting to the end of our journey here. Sorry about the use of the word journey. We use that at work quite a bit. I think we'll have a quick look at the art book, which is a heavy volume. Sorry about the crinkle. That's a hardbound book. This could sit on your coffee table quite nicely. It's got a full map of the world, Tanares. They're always pretty or handsome in these worlds. Okay. Wow, bit of Balrog look there. That's the other one I was thinking of. Look at that, werewolf, you good dude. Underworld abnormalities. Jade the Bard. You can see on here the resin casts, they're definitely sharper than what you get in the box, which is generally the case. But I still think it's a good level of detail. They're attractive little minis. They're going to last you for years and years and years. None of these breaking off bits. That book is sensational. I think they could easily sit on anyone's coffee table, and friends and family will want to have a look. And if you're into it, you can read all into it. It tells you a little bit of their backstory, so you can really add some flavour and theme additionally to the game. That is about 1 million pages. Ooh, to be continued. I'm not buying any more. That's it. That's 203 pages of beautiful artwork. Some of these you could actually remove from a book and put them in a frame on your wall. If you had a sort of a D&D type themed room, that would look amazing. I think we're down to the last piece here, which is the Elder Dragon. Now, if you watch the Joan of Arc unboxing, you'll see that I was terribly excited with their dragon. Let's see what this one's like. Careful with the box. Ooh, okay. Can I lift the whole thing out? Yes, I can. Oh. Sorry, kids. Right, we've got about 20 cards there. We have a little rules insert. A couple of scenarios. 1, 2, 3. Got some, what are they? Some baddie tokens. Some more player boards. Very nice. But of course it all comes down to what the dragon looks like. Alright, let's get rid of all that rubbish. Oh no. Some assembly required. Okay. Interesting configuration there. Some quite obvious join lines here. But if you're like me, you'll get out the... go to your hobby supply store and get some putty for modelling, which I did on my dragon, which is okay until you drop it. Excuse me. Okay. Wow, there's some weird funky angles on this this piece, so just give some patience while I snap this into 1 million pieces. Ooh. Okay, that's going to take some trimming and some work, I think, because that's, again, it's that softer plastic and the mold line doesn't look perfect. I might have to read up. I might even have to heat this up a little bit in some really hot water just to help make it a bit more malleable. I'm not going to get that in any further with these weird sort of bent wing there. Now this one looks like it'll go in pretty straightforward. Okay, so there he is. You have a look there above. I do love that face, that sort of the big horned head there. Again, it's kind of, you wouldn't say it's ultra detailed except for around the head and the features, which is where you want it to be, right? So I'll just pop him down there for a second. If you have a look there, you can see how I've struggled a little bit to try and get that piece in, because it has this kind of sort of a weird mold line there with two distinct pieces that you have to fit in. It'll get there. It just might take a bit of love and a bit of affection to get that to stay in, because you don't want bits that look odd. So I'm going to breach some copyright here and just bring in my Joan of Arc dragon for a second. So if you know Joan of Arc, and you've seen the sizes, it's nowhere near as big. It's definitely not as detailed, but it's still a great sculpt, right? Who doesn't love a couple of big dragons sitting above their castle, which I will put up the back there. This guy can probably join the other dragon. But still, it's a nice piece of kit. It's really weighty. The base is very flat. As a piece on the board, it's going to look magnificent. I assume it's a playing piece. It's got bits for it, so there you go. So that's that. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that unboxing. That's a heap of content for Arena, the contest, PvP, team versus team, one player, up to 8. Really good. Heaps of content. I'm really impressed with the amount of stuff they packed into this kit. So hope you enjoyed that. Please like, subscribe. Get some of our new t-shirts. They are awesome. People are loving them. We've sold 3 now. How many, Victor? Yeah, we've sold 2 of these. So get on board. Look, we love talking to you guys. Give us some comments. Have you backed this? Would you like to see the retail version? And we'll talk to you very soon. Cheers.